Well, welcome back. Tomorrow's the big day, August 19th, 2020, our first day of school. There's been a few changes, and I want to take a moment to remind you of a few procedures upon entering the building. First of all, if you're riding the bus to school, all of our buses have been equipped with hand sanitizer. Please use the hand sanitizer as you enter the bus. And if you're riding the bus, make sure you wear your mask. All students riding the bus are required to wear the mask while in transit. When you get to school, either by car, or if your parents drop you off, or if you're riding the bus, when you enter the building, please make sure you stop by the hand sanitizer stations as you enter the door. Use hand sanitizer, and as you're entering the building, you are required to wear a mask inside our building. I recommend that you have a couple masks available. One, of course, you'll be wearing, and possibly an extra one. I like to change mine throughout the day. Sometimes just a different mask is a little bit more comfortable if you can make those changes. So you are required to wear your mask during the day, with the exception of phys ed class and while you're eating your lunch. If you're waiting in your lunch line, if you're in class, if you're in transit in the hallways, you need to have your mask on. So please plan accordingly. Please help us out with that. Water bottles, our drinking fountains have been shut down, and you're not going to be able to use the drinking fountains during the day. So I encourage you to bring a bottle of water with you, or a refillable bottle. Our refill stations are still available. There's one available in the cafeteria, one outside of the library, and one by the wellness center. And you'll be able to refill your bottles throughout the day, and our teachers are expecting you to carry those in class if needed. Hallway traffic. In the high school, the hallway traffic will be controlled in the stairwells. So the stairwells closest to the gymnasium, right outside Mr. Marhefka's door, those stairwells are to go upstairs only. The stairwells by Mr. Vargo's room at the end of the hallway by the bus parking lot are for coming down. We're doing this to control traffic and to limit exposure as much as possible. If you follow that traffic pattern, that makes the upstairs hallway one directional. So you go upstairs one way and you come down the other. High school bell release from class. To avoid our hallways from being really crowded, we're going to do a staggered release for class. Now, this is something we may need to adjust, and I'll be monitoring this closely. As you know, we have our normal bell schedule, just like we would last year, but with this adjustment. 9th graders, you're going to leave a minute early as you're headed to your next class. 10th grade, you will leave on the bell. 11th and 12th grade, you will leave 1 minute late. We're going to monitor this closely and try to keep our hallway traffic as limited as possible, or as few people in the hallway at once. So this would also require you to not to congregate at your lockers. So use your book bags. I know there's been much debate over the years if book bags are allowed. Should we have book bags? Should we not have book bags? Well, this year, by all means, bring your book bag so you don't congregate at your lockers. You still have a locker assigned to you, but I would just avoid going every class period. I know you may need to put your jacket or your coat or a few books. Every couple class periods, you can switch something out of your book bag, but get in a habit of that. At lunchtime, we've reduced our seating in the cafeteria by 1/3. So what that means is we have our chairs set up in a way to maintain 3 to 6 foot social distancing. Please, students, when you sit down, don't take your chair over to another table. That would defeat the purpose of trying to maintain some type of social distancing. So where the chairs are at, that's where I need you to sit. Schedule changes. Please follow your schedule that you have. I know a few of you need to see Mrs. Ballinger because you have a schedule concern or you want to make an adjustment. Please send her an email. She'll get with you. Obviously, this is the busiest time of year for a counselor. It's kind of crazy right now with all the scheduling that's going on and all the scheduling attempts that we've had to make for all of the changes that happened this year. So just send her an email. Please be patient. Follow your schedule that you have in your hand, and she will meet with you and take care of your issue. But you got to email or she won't know that you have something you need worked out. Also, this year, help out where you can. Teachers have supplies in their rooms to spray and wipe down the desks and tables after each class. You'll be asked to clean up your area. So as the bottle's being passed, just spray it down and wipe down your area and take care of that. That helps out a lot, and we can do that and get into a routine where we're sanitizing our own space. You won't have to sanitize other people's space, but take care of your own little space with the supplies that we have in our classrooms. Our teachers will be asking you to do that, and we need you to help out where you can. Online students, if you're staying at home and getting your instruction online, there's a couple really important things. You need to make sure that you're communicating with your teachers more than ever before. You need to email, be in contact, make sure you're commenting, checking your email. I can't emphasize that enough. I know teenagers don't like email. Us adults in the adult world, we use email. You guys, social media and all that stuff. But you have to check your email. Please do that. And you need to make sure you're completing your assignments on time. We have to maintain attendance for the students that are working on assignments at home. So if you're not communicating with your teachers, teachers don't know where you're at, they won't respond, you don't respond to the teacher's messages, you're going to be marked absent. And that's crucial. You need to make sure that you're communicating with your teachers. If you're marked absent and you have enough absences in a row, all the attendance rules apply just for a traditional student. So don't put yourself on an attendance plan that way. If you have any questions, shoot me an email or ask any of your teachers. Lastly, we have a great public education, and is an amazing privilege. And things are going to be a little bit different this year. As we know, I'm sure stress levels are high. Things are different due to COVID-19, but let's do everything we can to get back to normal. Work hard, learn, and let's do some amazing things this year. I know we can do it. Be great. Go Trojans. Wash your hands. I'll see you in the morning.